Hello, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener. Today we're going to talk about 25 great plants for a pollinator garden. The kind of garden kind of looks a little bit like this, all different kinds of textures, and it's great for bees and butterflies and hummingbirds and regular birds too. So let's get cracking with our 25 plants. First up is bee balm, one of the #1 pollinator plants used everywhere in America. Wonderful for culinary gardens as well, as you saw in last week's video. But this baby grows great from seed, is also a pretty good cut flower. I love bee balm. Mystic Spire Sage, the first of 5 salvias. Now this one is really gorgeous and bees love it, of course. Hummingbirds also really loved it as well. Another wonderful plant, of course, is lavender, a great bee plant. Obviously great for cut flowers, comes in several different colors and forms. French lavender, Goodwin gray lavender. Oh, I just love all these lavenders. Next up on our list is Chiapa sage, wonderful native of Mexico. Definitely more of a tropical, hot weather kind of salvia. It doesn't really do well in zones anywhere below, like, say, 8. It really likes zones 8, 9, and 10. Autumn sage is a little bit tougher. Nice, colorful flowers. Hummingbirds, of course, love it. One of my personal favorite in the sage category is pineapple sage. Now this again is another tender sage, zones 8, 9, and 10, but it has this wonderful fragrant foliage. It smells like pineapple. And of course, if you're talking salvias, you got to talk about Mexican bush sage. The toughest, most beautiful, wonderful salvia, all of them out there. Moving on from the salvias, sunflowers. Oh my goodness, birds love them, bees love them. Easy to grow from seeds, many different kinds of forms. Who doesn't love sunflowers? Yarrow is a great plant for several reasons, not just bees and hummingbirds, but especially butterflies love them. They're also great cut flowers, drought tolerant, rabbit resistant, come in lots of different colors. The original is white, but you can also get it in reds and pinks and yellows. So that's yarrow, really fabulous plant. And of course, the granddaddy of all pollinator plants, Asclepias, also known as butterfly weed, because it's not the most attractive of plant, but it is the critical plant for the monarch butterfly. There are several different kinds. The best one's the native Asclepias, but all of them attract the monarch. They drink the nectar, lay the eggs. The caterpillars come and munch on the plant, cocoon on the plant, and then out come these beautiful monarch butterflies. Bees love them as well. It is just one of the best ones. Now, one side note on a pollinator garden, it's really important that you do not use pesticides of any kind, because the first thing to crash will be the pollinators. So you can have a beautiful garden without pesticides, which is actually going to be the subject of next week's video, but I'll talk more about that next week. Moving on, coreopsis, lots of different forms of coreopsis, small little, wonderful little perennial, great for the front of borders. Another wonderful annual, grows very easy from seeds, are cosmos. Really big, fabulous, mostly pink. Very easy to grow from seed. Pretty decent cut flower too. One of my favorite hummingbird plants that grows here on the West Coast easily are kufiyas. They are all kinds of fun kufiyas. Orange kufiyas, pink kufiyas. And by the way, check out the links in the comment section for more information on all of these plants and where you can order them from various Amazon links. Moving on, we have floss flower, a wonderful annual. Again, small little plant, a summer annual, good for the front of beds. One of the best plants on the entire list is lantana. Lantana comes in lots of different vibrant colors. And by the way, hit that like button if you're enjoying this video. Basically a shrub, but it's also a wonderful plant because it blooms 9 months out of the year. Really great plant. It'll stop blooming in the cold, but then it'll perk right back up again. Sweet alyssum is another one of these easy to grow annuals. Oh my goodness, just throw the seeds down, you'll have this forever. Wonderful plant. A shrub, a great shrub for attracting those bees, keeping them happy all year round, especially here in Southern California, is the bottle brush. Really wonderful because it has a nice long bloom span, tough plant, drought tolerant plant, rabbit resistant. Another little tip for having a good pollinator garden: have a little place to drink water, especially in the summertime. Bees are struggling to find water. This is just a plant saucer thrown on top of an old busted pot, and there you go, little bird bar for the bees and birds. Moving on, we got rosemary. Oh, great plant because this blooms generally in the wintertime, so it provides a critical habitat for those bees in the wintertime. Russian sage is just so gorgeous in the summertime, and bees really do love those flowers. Hummingbirds also love those flowers. Gets pretty big, about 6 feet wide, but about 4 feet tall. And then Vitex. Now, I love my Vitex. I see this everywhere. Great old summer bloomer, also known as the chase tree. Has foliage that kind of looks like marijuana and has been used for medicinal purposes. I'll save that story for the video on the chase tree. A wonderful tree. Small tree, large shrub, attracts all kinds of butterflies in the summertime. Really wonderful. Pretty good cut flower too. You cut those flowers off and stick them in arrangements and things like that. But it does attract all kinds. And of course, one of the granddaddy of butterfly plants, the butterfly bush. So named because butterflies just love the scent. It is a fragrant flower. It comes in lots of different colors, pinks and purples and whites. They have standard and dwarf size. Really kind of fun. Back to little plants, the little scabiosa, lots of forms, and it's a nice small front of your planter bed kind of plant. Nice little cut flower too, but good for bees, butterflies that love landing on it. How about a succulent? Oh yeah, if you like something really drought tolerant, try some calendria, or also known as rock purslane. Wonderful pink flowers in the spring, early summer. Kind of a nice spreading ground cover. Bees love it as well. Another fun summer plant, the Shasta daisy. Oh, just big old easy white daisies. Really good cut flowers too. Butterflies love them. They're just so much fun to landing on. Well, there you go. Those are our 25 plants. Again, there's a list in the video description and the comment section. And by the way, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thanks for watching.